5 women here, and they all admit that they are extremely judgmental. Karen says that she's so judgmental that she refuses to be friends with women who are shorter than her or heavier than her, and she really hates it when people blame being overweight on a medical condition. She says they're fat because they're lazy and have an open mouth condition. Marie says that she is so mean and judgmental that she gets kicked out of line when she goes to the clubs because she calls other girls bitches, and she's tearing their looks apart up and down constantly. Angel says that she thinks nothing of stopping other women in the street, stopping them in the street and going up to them and telling them that they have on so much makeup that they look like they're going to a clown convention. Kyla says that she is so judgmental that she got kicked out of a store in the mall for telling the sales girl that was actually helping her that she looked ugly. And Nicole thinks nothing of calling other women ugly, fat, whore, dumb bitch, and stupid slut to their face. So obviously these women are saying that they are very judgmental, harshly judgmental. We did a Tyra Show social experiment to put them to the test. Check this out.
This experiment started by the producers taking over this art space and turning it into a judgment gallery. They hung flat-screen TV monitors all on the walls and set them up to show video portraits of some average American women from all over the country. Then they invited a few opinionated women to come in and check out the exhibit. Most of the group agreed about the first portrait they saw.
They call those slut buckets. To me, she really looks like a bubblehead.
I think she has a sugar daddy.
Her main talent is to just beg old men.
But Nicole seemed to see something she liked.
I think she looks hot. I like her outfit. She looks good.
The second portrait also got a few positive comments.
I think she's like a preacher's daughter.
I bet you she's like very well educated, you can tell.
But most of the women zeroed in on one particular feature.
She looks like Pinocchio. Nasty.
She looks like a pampered little Jewish princess.
If someone hit her in the face, they'd be doing her a favor.
By the third portrait, these critics were not holding back anything.
I would think that's a man dressed like a woman. She needs a little bit more calories.
Definitely eats and goes and throws up.
I want to buy her a cheeseburger.
I know crackheads look better than her.
Wow, okay, so that was just the first 3 video portraits. Check out what the ladies had to say about the next ones.
When this group of women continued their tour of the Judgment Gallery, they found the 4th video portrait very compelling.
Earthquake!
She looks miserable and so unhealthy, and it's disgusting to look at.
Can you imagine the smells that come off of her? When you're that big, it's hard for you to fit into a bathtub.
Marie was especially critical.
I lost all this weight. Like, she should not look like that. It's laziness.
And the women's opinion on the 5th portrait was absolutely unanimous.
She definitely is a booty call.
She looks like she slept with maybe like 100, 200 guys.
I feel like you can get an STD just by standing in the same room as her.
Okay, so you guys are really harsh. Nicole said that you can get an STD by standing in the same room as that girl. Wow. What's up with that?
I just, like, she just looked dirty to me. I meant that I felt like, you know, it just was like dirty, like she was rubbing her stomach and stuff, and like had just the way she presented herself, her body language to me was just, I just thought it was pretty like dirty and trashy.
Marie called the plus size woman in the one of the video portraits lazy.
Lazy for the fact that, you know, she doesn't have to have, you know, there's one thing to be big and there's one thing to be untastefully big. Don't have all the bat wings hanging out, you know. If you have it, that's fine. You know, not everybody's perfect, not everybody's a Barbie, but nobody wants to see it all. You know, like, it's just, it was too much. She, you know, she's walking around in flip-flops. It was just really lazy.
Anybody have anything to say about this? Stand on up. What do you want to say about this?
I think you should know better. Because if you went through that struggle to lose all that weight, you should know better than to be judging other people like that. Because look at me and then look at you. You don't think I should be judging you? You don't think I don't have the right to say you shouldn't have this? No, because everybody's built differently. My family, full of hips. Me, I don't know where they went. But you shouldn't pass that judgment on anyone. You should help them. You should help them heal.
What do you have to say?
I disagree. I don't see your family with their, you know, rolls hanging out, or, you know, your family, it looks tastefully put together. They're not walking around looking slutty and trashy and...
Tank top is being slutty?
What did you say?
Flip-flops and tank tops.
That wasn't a tank top, honey. That was a
She had a spaghetti
strapless.
strap.
No,
Exactly.
it wasn't. It was strapless.
Regardless, honey, regardless, it's covering this, okay? If she can't cover it anymore, who are you to judge?
I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking about the stomach. I wasn't talking about the stomach. I wasn't talking about the stomach. My thing was, my concern in the video, and if you would have seen the picture up close, she had cellulite, and it was like all just really nasty, and nobody wants to see that. My thing is just
when you say
that's your opinion, because the majority of this world, they have cellulite.
I do.
They have the
No,
cream.
that's fine.
It's normal. It's really normal.
But again, that's my opinion.
Okay, we're going to move on. Up next is Karen. Karen, you said the woman in one of the photos, you said that she looked like a man dressed as a woman.
Yes, she did. I mean, she had no curves. If I was to walk up behind her, I would be like, excuse me, sir. You know, I mean, she had no curves, and then she had an attitude like she wanted to be big, bad thug, you know, the facial expressions and stuff. And it's either, you know, you're either a little boy or you're a man dressed like a woman.
Why is it that when you see something that is not necessarily pleasing to your eye, does it make you angry? Because that's what I see. It's like, even with you, Marie, it's like nobody wants to see that. And with you, Karen, it's like, ugh.
It doesn't necessarily make me angry, but...
So what do you call this?
No, well, yeah, it does in a way, because a lot of things can be helped. You know, people sit there and blame it. Oh, I had a bad childhood. Oh, I got a thyroid problem, which is a good excuse. You know, oh, stop crying. If there's something that's not right, fix it. It's very easy to do.
There's something that the women on this panel did not know when they were judging the women in the portraits. Check this out.
She definitely is a booty call.
A junior high school dropout.
You get an STD just by standing in the same
Tiger pattern bra sticking out. Trailer park through her nose.
It's disgusting to look at because I feel bad for her.
You see that?
Yeah.
They were there hearing every single thing that you had to say about them. All of those women in those video portraits were watching every single thing. And on top of that, they're here at the Tyra Show.